begging, crying, or constant self-sacrifice, hoping to heal him through your love. Silence and conflict avoidance, or waiting for the day he will suddenly understand. Can a narcissist change? Hello Uplifers, I'm so happy that we meet again. Today we have a new question. Someone wrote to us, I've read books and listened to podcasts about narcissistic partners. That's when I realized I've been in a 11th year marriage with a narcissist. Every description I came across matched him exactly. So my question is, are there solutions, strategies, or approaches that actually work in order to live in harmony with a narcissist? Can a narcissist change? I am seeking honest answers from you as a psychotherapist. Oh, dear soul, thank you for your honesty and for your courage in seeking clear, truthful, and clinical grounded answers. It's very natural that after reading and listening to content on this topic, you might identify with many of the descriptions and begin to wonder whether your partner suffers from narcissistic personality disorder. However, it's very important that we start with a crucial distinction. A diagnosis of narcissistic personality disorder can only be made by a licensed mental health professional following a thorough clinical evaluation. Many narcissistic traits such as lack of empathy, need for control, idealizing then devaluing the partner, or subtle manipulation can also appear in individuals with avoidant attachment style, unresolved emotional wounds, or in people simply unfamiliar with the language and skills of healthy relationships. So, there is a significant difference between living with a difficult partner and living with someone who has narcissistic personality disorder, both in the relational dynamics and in the likelihood of lasting change. What does clinical narcissism actually mean? Narcissistic personality disorder is a long-standing condition marked by the following: an exaggerated sense of self-importance, a constant need for admiration, a persistent lack of empathy, unstable relationships characterized by idealization and devaluation, severe difficulty in taking responsibility or admitting fault. A person with narcissistic personality disorder really acknowledges their problem, and due to their defense mechanism like denial, projection, and minimalization, lacks authentic motivation to change. This is a painful truth, but one that those living with such partners need to understand for their own emotional health. It is possible to live in harmony with a narcissist, you ask? The honest answer: true harmony is extremely difficult and rare. That's because a relationship with a narcissist is not mutual. It's an unbalanced dynamic where you do all the adapting and they change very little, if at all. However, if your partner only has narcissistic traits, not full-blown disorder, and if there is even a minimum of empathy, introspection, or openness to feedback, then change is possible. But I have to admit that it will be slow, conditional, and will require a committed, long-term therapeutic process, both individually and as a couple. What you can do? Well, clarify whether you are dealing with a personality disorder or simply a dysfunctional relational style. Seek a professional therapist experienced in personality assessments. Also, begin individual therapy, not to cope better, but to gain clarity about what you want, what you deserve, and where to draw healthy boundaries. Set clear, firm, guilty-free boundaries. People with narcissistic traits only respect what has clear consequences. Don't keep giving in or negotiating endlessly. Watch how he responds to limits, feedback, and your expressed needs. An avoidant or relationally immature partner may be clumsy but teachable. A narcissist, however, will almost always blame you and reject self-reflection. Also, be honest with him about reality. Tell him our relationship will fall apart if you don't both work on it. Not as a threat, but as a sober truth. It protects you from false hopes. Begging, crying, or constant self-sacrifice, hoping to heal him through your love. Silence and conflict avoidance, or waiting for the day he will suddenly understand. In the end, if your partner has narcissistic traits, change is possible, but only throughout hard and mutual effort. If he has a full narcissistic disorder, the chances of mutual love and emotional safety are, according to the clinical evidence, very slim. What you can control is your care for your own soul, the boundaries you established, and the decisions you make with clarity and courage. And after all, God does not call us to relational martyrdom, but to truth, freedom, and dignity in love. Thank you for watching this. I am very eagerly to find out if this video helped you in some way. If it did, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and also share. And of course, you can comment and tell us your opinion about the topic. Thank you very much.